thank you very much for having me here today, and I want to especially thank the veterans for joining us this morning. Larry, for those of you who don't know, Iwo Jima was really the iconic Marine battle of World War II. The symbol of the Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi, that was on Iwo Jima. And there aren't many veterans of that fight left, but I tell you, everything I did in Iraq pales in comparison to what happened on Iwo Jima. So Larry, it's truly an honor to have you here today. Memorial Day is about honoring the brave men and women from wars current and past who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. I believe the best way to honor our fallen heroes is to learn from them. In Iraq, I served with some of the best Americans I will ever meet. Men and women who selflessly and willingly put their lives on the line for a better Iraq and a safer America. All gave some gave all. And most of them were about your age. Just a couple years older than some of the seniors here today, or the very same age. They're standing on the lines tonight. Right now it's nighttime in Iraq and Afghanistan, where we still have American troops. When you think about the young men and women out there on the front lines, I think it's important to realize that they're really not that different than all of you. We have lost 6,840 American troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, including 125 from right here in Massachusetts. Today, we thank them for their service to our country. We remember the lives they lived by sharing their stories, and we miss them. If there's one thing that I've learned as a veteran, it's that being in the military instills a lifetime commitment to service. My greatest mentor, the late Reverend Peter Gomes from Harvard, inspired me to join the Marines after I graduated from college, because he talked about how believing in service or supporting those who serve is not enough. You ought to find a way yourself to serve. And as I thought about what I wanted to do after graduation, nobody inspired me more than those 18 and 19-year-old kids, so much like yourselves, on the front lines of our nation's military. And I still feel that way today. So I joined the Marines to serve alongside them. And to be honest, when I was signing up, when I was just a few years older than you, I figured that I would do my 4 years in the Marines, and I would check that box. And never again, for the rest of my life, would anyone ask me to do something or expect me to do something, because I'd done my bit for the country. But instead, I found when I joined the Marines that I really loved to serve. And coming back from that experience, I decided that I wanted to serve again. I didn't grow up wanting to be a politician. When I was sitting in your seats, I had no idea that I'd be standing here today as a congressman. But in the war, I saw some of the consequences of failed leadership in Washington. And coming out of the war, I decided I'd like to be a small part of trying to change that. The veterans and heroes that we remember today put serving their country, their countrymen, and our future before themselves. They gave that last full measure of devotion so that we could have the rights and freedoms that we enjoy today. You are all young, and as you think about the impact you want to make over a lifetime, think about giving back to your community and to your country. There are many ways to serve. Today and over this Memorial Day weekend, let's honor those lost. Let's share their stories and the lessons that we've learned from them. But let's also follow in their footsteps by committing to make our community a better place for the next generation. My favorite quote is around the top of the memorial room in the church at Harvard, which was built to honor the veterans of World War I. And it says this: "While a bright future beckoned, they freely gave their lives and fondest hopes for us and our allies, that we might learn from them courage in peace to spend our lives making a better world for others. On this Memorial Day, let us recommit to joining in that effort. Thank you very much.
Nice job. Thank you.